Hey everyone, how's it going? Cloud here, and welcome to my guide on a big chompy bird hunting quest. I do like that title. For this quest you need the following requirements. So you must have level 30 cooking, level 30 ranged, and level 5 fletching, and you must also have the ability to defend against level 42 wolves and level 96 ogres for a short period of time. Some of the wolves we will need to kill for items during the quest, which I'll go on to now. So for items, you're going to need some feathers. About 100 plus will be the best option, as you'll be making arrows, and you may miss with some of the arrows, meaning you're going to need to make more, so bring plenty of feathers with you. You'll also need some wolf bones, which we're going to require during the quest by killing the wolves that I mentioned. You're also going to obviously want some armour and weapons to kill the wolves that I mentioned a minute ago, and also some food as well to be safe. So that's it for the requirements and items. Now onto the quest starting point. So we're currently at the Untitled Lodestone, which we can access via the Lodestone network. If you don't have this one unlocked and wish to unlock the other ones as well, I do have a guide which can be found in the description below, and it's worth having full access to the Lodestone network just to speed up the completion of quests. But from here, the quest starting point we need to go to is to speak to Rance, who is an ogre located on the far eastern region of Fellvip Hills. I've got a location being displayed on the minimap, so just watch where I'm going and I'll show you where the quest start point is. So once you arrive, speak to Rance and he'll tell you that he is hungry and wants you to help him make some stabbers, better known as ogre arrows, so he can hunt down some chompy birds. Like any arrow, ogre arrows also need feathers, a shaft and a tip. The shafts need to be made out of achy logs, which can be found all around Rance, mostly to the south of you. So you want to chop down a few achy trees to obtain its logs. You'll need around 5 logs. Rance himself wants 6 arrows, and you'll probably want a few of your own. You'll need to use a knife on the logs to make some ogre arrow shafts. Use the feathers you brought with you on the shafts to produce some flighted ogre arrows. You need 4 feathers per arrow. And the tips are carved out of wolf bones. So you want to kill a few wolves in the crater to the southwest of Rance for wolf bones. You're going to need sort of 4 to 6 of them, so it doesn't hurt to bring too many with you, it'll just help out. What you then want to do is right click on the wolf bones and then choose craft wolf bones to produce wolf bone arrow tips. It produces randomly 2 to 6 arrowheads per bone, and then use the tips on the flighted shafts to create ogre arrows. And then with the ogre arrows, return and talk to Rance, who takes 6 stabbers from your inventory. Now that you have found a way to kill chompy birds, you need to next collect bait to hunt them and onto convenient ground. Rance will tell you about the swamp toads that his children like to play with. So what you want to do is ask Rance all of the questions that are listed, or else you won't be able to proceed, so just make sure you ask every option about the bait. You then want to enter the cave entrance north of Rance and speak to Rance's children, Ficey and Bugs, in the cave. They will inform you that they use ogre bellows to blow up the toads by filling it up with swamp gas. Unfortunately, their father locked up the bellows in the chest in the northwestern corner. The chest is closed and weighted shut with a large rock. You want to attempt to unlock the locked chest, and once you've pushed the boulder off the chest, search it to retrieve the ogre bellows. You then want to head back to where you killed the wolves to find the swamp and several toads. Use the ogre bellows on a swamp toad and it will tell you that the air is too thin, so what you need to do is use the bellows on the swamp bubbles in the swamp at the southern or eastern end of the ponds, and you'll get 3 shots with the gas filled bellows. It can be refilled if you need to. You want to then use the ogre bellows on a toad again to get a bloated toad in your inventory, but you can only carry 3 toads at once. Once you have the 3 bloated toads in your inventory, return to Rance and talk to him, and he'll show you where you need to place the toads to lure the chompy birds out. So you want to drop a bloated toad on the spot, which has got the yellow flashing arrow on the area, and tell Rance you've placed the bait. Don't stay too close to the bait, but make sure it is in visible range. Occasionally waiting too long results in the bait disappearing, but obviously just continue placing the bait until you have no more left if that does happen. On a successful lure, a chompy bird will appear. Rance will take a long shot but misses and will start making excuses. Talk to Rance and offer to help shoot for him, and he'll agree and give you a spare ogre bow, and you'll have the arrows ready in your inventory. Head back down to where the chompy bird is and wield the ogre bow and ogre arrows and then attack it. If the bird doesn't appear or it flies away during this part, just keep placing bloated totes on the same area to lure the chompies back. And once you kill a chompy, pluck the carcass and take the raw chompy back to Rance, and he'll now tell you that he wants you to cook it for him and his family as well. Rance will name a special ingredient that he wants the bird to be cooked with, and will also ask you to go speak to the children about what they want the bird seasoned with. So if you go in the cave and ask both of the children what they want the chompy seasoned with, and you'll need 3 different ingredients. It's different from each player what the ogres want on the chompy, but I will go through what they may ask for and where to find it. So you'll need to season the chompy bird with 3 of these following items, which I'll tell you where to get them. The onion you can find west of the swamp, planted near the tomato on a stool. There's a fire and some ogres around this area, and you need to pick them from the ground because they don't appear on the mini-map. Dougal leaf, which can be found west of the onion spawn, in between the fungus, which is a red dot on the mini-map. The tomato, which can be found west of the swamp on a stool in the same area as the onions, and again that's a red dot on the mini-map. Cabbage, which can be found on the ground not too far from the tomatoes as well. Equileaf, you can get this southeast of Rance, south of the place you place your toe for the bait. And potato, you can pick a potato from a potato plant southeast of Rance. So like I said, you'll be asked to season your chompy bird with 3 out of those 6 items. You can obviously, I think you can check your quest journal to find out what it was you need to season it with in case you forget, or if not, just re-speak to Rance and his 2 children to find out. And like I said, you can then go where I said to get the relevant items. Once you've done that, use the bird on the ogre spit roast north of Rance, and all 3 ingredients will be automatically topped up on the bird. And then you want to give Rance the delicious seasoned chompy bird to finish the quest. So, Rance will thank you for the chompy bird, and it will come up, congratulations, you completed the big chompy bird hunting quest. You're awarded 2 quest points, 262 fletching experience, 1470 cooking experience, 735 range experience, an ogre bow, the ability to fletch ogre arrows, the ability to cook chompy birds and earn an ogre hat, 2 treasure hunter keys and 2 hearts of ice. So overall, pretty quick and pretty easy quest to do, to be honest, and XP isn't too bad considering how quick this quest can be. Now after completing the quest, you can continue to hunt chompies to obtain ogre hats, and hats are rewarded once players reach a set amount of chompy or jubbly kills by speaking to Rance. I believe the main requirement, or the main thing to do the ogre hat, is it does contribute to the completionist cape, I believe anyway. But yeah, I don't think you'll run into any problems following this guide. However, if you do get stuck at all, leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll help you out as best I can. If not, thank you for watching. Please make sure you like, favourite, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to share with your friends. Cheers guys, bye bye.